What's going on, guys? Emmanuel Jones here, back at with another NFL record prediction. And this time, we'll be doing our record predictions for the Kansas City Chiefs in 2021. Give you all my thoughts to see which games do I think the Chiefs will win, and give you the games where I think the Chiefs will lose. So before I break down, give you my record predictions for the Kansas City Chiefs in 2021, make sure you do put the thumbs up to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more options, and don't forget to comment down your opinion below to see what your prediction for the Chiefs is. Do you think they're going to make the Super Bowl again? Do you think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year? Do you think they're going to make the playoffs this year? Or do you think they will regress a little bit and just make the playoffs? So just let me know what you think about your record prediction for the Chiefs. So anyways, we're going to get started. So week 1, they have to play versus the Browns. Now this game, I know we remember this game from the playoffs from last year. I mean, that was from January. So this game right here can barely go either way, but the Browns almost won that game, though. When Patrick Mahomes, he got hurt that game. But you know what? I feel like this can go either way a little bit because, the Browns kind of match up well with the Chiefs, though. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Chiefs since it's in Kansas City. And, they're at home. And I just think they're the more complete team. So, yeah, they have the better quarterback and the better coach. And I think they will control time possession that game. So, yeah, that's why I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. But I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and it will be super close. But I think the Chiefs find a way to win. Now, next game, they have to play versus the Ravens. Now, I bet we remember this game from last year when, the Chiefs outdueled them. I mean, the Chiefs have always been playing the Ravens tough. I just don't know why. I kind of feel like this game can go either way, but I kind of call it a draft game, though. Because a lot of people think the Chiefs will probably win because they're the better team. But you know what? I want to pick the Ravens, but since they're at home, because the Ravens kind of do match up well with the Chiefs. Because they have the corners, they have the pass rush to, slow down Patrick Mahomes and, cover the Chiefs receivers and cover Tyreek Hill. But I think this game will be a high-scoring game and it will be a shootout. But since it's in Baltimore, I'm going to go with – I know it's in Baltimore, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs here because I just don't know why. I just kind of feel like the Chiefs are the better team. I'm not saying they're better, but I'm going to say they're going to do a good job control time possession in this game. So, yeah. So, that's why I think the Chiefs will probably win this game by a few points. But it won't be a blowout like last time. But I think Lamar Jackson will try to keep pace this game. Now, next game, they have to play versus the Chargers. But you know what? They play the Chargers in Week 15 as well. I actually have the Chiefs splitting with the Chargers this year. So I'm going to say the Chiefs will win the first game. And then I'm going to say the Chargers lose this. Say the Chiefs lose the second game because, I kind of feel like the Chargers will be a playoff team this year. Because, Justin Herbert's a baller. So, yeah, that's the reason why I have the Chargers splitting with you guys. Now, next game, they have to play versus the Eagles. I got them beating the Eagles because, the Eagles, they're like one of the worst teams in the league. Chiefs, they're just the better team overall. And they have the better quarterback and they have the better coach. No question of that. So, yeah, that's why the Chiefs win. All right, next game, Week 5, they have to play versus the Bills. Obviously, I think this game can go either way, though, because, the Bills, they choked to the Chiefs twice. But they could have made that jump in the Super Bowl if they didn't choke to the Chiefs. But you know what? I think this game is going to be super close. But you know what? On paper, the Bills can match up well with the Chiefs good because they have the defense in the corners to cover Tyreek Hill and all that. And I think they do have the receivers to move the ball against the Chiefs' defense. But you know what? I feel like this game is going to be very close and will be a high-scoring game. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs here because I just think the Chiefs, I think they're going to try to control the clock this game and all that and secure a line of scrimmage. So, yeah, that's why I think the Chiefs will win. But if this was in Buffalo, I would switch sides. But since it's in Kansas City, I chose the Chiefs. Now, next game, they have to play against the Washington football team. Now, this is an interesting game, though. Now, that can go either way, too, because, Washington has a really great defensive line, and their receiving core is really good. But you know what? I could pick Washington to win. I could pick Washington to win, but I say if they get like a Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, then I think Washington will win. But I hope it's not one of them, because if it's one of them, that I can pick Washington at home. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Chiefs here, because I just think the Chiefs are the better team. They have a better quarterback and a better coach, and I think they'll try to control time of possession in this game. That's just pretty much why I have the Chiefs winning. Next game, they have to play versus the Titans. Now, this game right here is going to be very interesting. Now, that can go either way, though, because, the Titans have a really good run game, and their receiving core is really good because they added Julio. Now, we can see the Titans win this game, though, because I feel like the Titans did upgrade their defensive line, to, slow down the Chiefs' offense. And I think that the Titans have the running game and the receivers to move the ball against the Chiefs' defense. But you know what? I think this game is going to be super close and high scoring. But this could be a shootout game. But I know it's in Tennessee. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs here, because I just think the Chiefs are the better team. They have the better quarterback. Better coach. Yeah. That's why I have the Chiefs winning that game. All right, next game. They have to play against the Giants on Monday Night Football. This game right here is very interesting, though, but because I feel like the Giants did upgrade their receiving core, enough. And I just feel like the Giants are going to be a very good team this year. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs here, because they're just a better team. They have the better quarterback, the better coach. Yeah, they're at home. And you know what? They're going to control the clock this game. And also, I think that the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes can find a way to, secure the Giants' young defensive line, which I don't really think the Giants have much of a pass rush, to, control, the Giants to, stop the Chiefs' offense. So I think that it's going to be very close and high scoring, but I think the Chiefs find a way to win. Now, next game, Week 9, they got to play versus the Packers. Now, this game right here is going to be very interesting, though, because last time when these two teams played, it wasn't Aaron Rodgers versus Mahomes, because Mahomes was hurt. But you know what? I'm hoping it's Rodgers versus Mahomes, though. But if it's Rodgers versus Mahomes, then I think it will be a shootout. But you know what? On paper, the Packers match up well with the Chiefs, because, they have the corners and they have, the defense to slow down the Chiefs' offense. And they do have the corners to cover Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. So, yeah, I can see this going either way, though. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Chiefs here, because I don't really know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be there in Green Bay. I don't really know if he's going to play. If he doesn't play, it's going to be Jordan Love versus Patrick Mahomes, because I just think that I don't think this game is going to be very close if it's Jordan Love versus Patrick Mahomes, because I don't really know if Jordan Love, has enough to keep pace versus Patrick Mahomes in that Chiefs offense. But I think it will be super close if Aaron Rodgers plays. But I'm going to say the Chiefs find a way to win this one in a high-scoring game. Next game, they have to play versus the Raiders. But you know what? I have the Chiefs. They have to play the Raiders Week 10, and they have to play the Raiders Week 14. You know what? I could say the Raiders can beat the Chiefs once, but I just don't think the Raiders are pretty good. So I'm going to say the Chiefs sweep the Raiders this year, because I just don't think the Raiders are very good. Their defense is not as great. Their offense is okay, but I don't really know if they made tons of moves. So, yeah. So, I think the Chiefs will find a way to win this game. But I think it will be close, though. But I wouldn't really rule out about the Raiders beating the Chiefs once. Because I know last year the Raiders did. Because Derek Carr had a great game. Now, next game, Week 11, they have to play versus the Cowboys. I got them beating the Cowboys because, the Cowboys, I think the Chiefs are the better team. They're at home. They have the better quarterback and better coach. So, yeah, that's pretty much why. And I don't really think the Cowboys secondary is that good to cover Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, which I don't really think the Cowboys secondary will have an answer for one of them. So I think they'll have a big game. But I think it will be close, though, because the Cowboys have a really good offense. but it could be a high-scoring game in a shootout. But I think the Chiefs will win. But I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a blowout. All right, so they get the bye week 12. Then week 13, they got to play versus the Broncos. Now, I could say they can split with Denver if Rodgers or Deshaun Watson joins the team, but I don't really think the Broncos are really good. But you know what? That can totally change everything. But you know what? I'm going to say the Chiefs win the first game versus Denver. I mean, I just don't know. I could call that a trap game week 18. I really don't know. So, yeah. So, next week, they have to play versus Steelers at home. I actually have them beating the Steelers because I just think the Chiefs are the better team. They're at home. I think they have the better coach. And I just would think that Patrick Mahomes is better than Ben. So, yeah. And also, I believe that I don't really think the Steelers' defense is going to be able to stop Patrick Mahomes as much. Now, that could be now, the Steelers are kind of a bad matchup for the Chiefs because, the Steelers have a really good pass rush who can at least slow down the Chiefs' run game and all that. And they can really give Patrick Mahomes a tough time. But I don't really think so. So I kind of feel like that the Steelers' defense is going to be hard to stop Mahomes since he's that special and he's hard to beat and he's kind of dangerous. I mean, that's pretty much why. And I don't think the Steelers' secondary has an answer for Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce because they'll have a big game. And also, I think the Steelers are going to regress a little bit this year because their defense has some losses and their offensive line did. So, yeah, that's why the Chiefs will win. Next game, that's play versus the Bengals. I got them beating the Bengals. Now, the reason why I have them beating the Bengals is because the Chiefs are the better team. I mean, they have the better quarterback and better coach. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Bengals, I like their offensive additions, but I don't think they're going to be good this year. But I think this game is going to be very close. Now, the Bengals can barely pull off an upset because they do have the weapons on offense to move ball against the Chiefs' defense because the Chiefs don't really have any corners who can cover Jamar Chase, Boyd, and Higgins and all that. So, yeah. But it could be a high-scoring game. It could be close, but I think the Chiefs find a way to win this game. And also, the Bengals secondary is not as great, so I think that, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce is going to run all over that. All right, next game, week 18, they got to play versus the Broncos. Now, this game can go either way because if the Chiefs, if they rest all their starters, then I'm probably going to go with the Broncos. But if Patrick Mahomes plays, then I could easily go with the Chiefs to win. I don't know. This is kind of a tough one. Should I go ahead and take the Broncos? Should I go ahead and say the Chiefs sweep the Broncos? I don't know. This is kind of a trap game. But you know what? The Broncos are very talented on both sides of the ball. I mean, their defense improved through the offseason and through the draft. But you know what? I'm probably going to say that the Chiefs are going to rest their starters for right now, but that can totally change my mind. But I'm going to go with the Broncos here because I just kind of feel like the Chiefs are going to rest their starters in this game. So, yeah, that's why I think Denver will win. So, at this point, I have the Chiefs going 15-2. I mean, I can definitely say they can win 16 games. Or maybe I can definitely see them winning 16 games this year. But I'm probably going to say the Chiefs are going to land somewhere from maybe like 13 to like 15 wins this year. And I had them at 15 because, the Chiefs are very elite on offense. Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. He's a beast. I mean, he's so good. I mean, when you look at their schedule, it's pretty easy because they have to play a stronger AFC North division. Like, they have to play against the Browns, the Ravens. They play the Chargers twice. They play the Bills. They play the football team, the Titans. Then They play the Packers. They play the Raiders twice. The Broncos twice. I mean, the Chargers twice. I mean, they play the Steelers. I mean, this schedule seems pretty easy because when you look at it, this team can. When you look at it, I can see that I mean, a lot of people's gonna be saying that Chiefs gonna go 17-0 because Patrick Mahomes is that good, but nah, that really don't mean anything. But I mean, with 4-2 in their division, 10-2 in their conference, 9-0 at home, and 6-2 away, I mean that's pretty good. And I feel like that the Chiefs will be the best team in the AFC West again, and it will be the best team in their conference again. So yeah. But, their offense, I mean, it's pretty good. And, the offensive line, I mean, it has improved. But the defense kind of has some questions, but it could take a slight dip. When you look at it, their division, because when you look at it, I kind of feel that, their division, the AFC West division could get stronger. Because the Chargers could be a playoff team, but I don't know about the Broncos. Now, like I said, the Broncos get Watson or Aaron Rodgers, they could be a playoff team. But you know what? The Broncos are kind of have questions on their quarterback. So, yeah. I want to say the Chiefs can go 16-1, but this is kind of hard to say the Chiefs are going to lose, are going to start. It's kind of very hard to say that the Chiefs is probably going to be saying that Chiefs are very too good for the Chiefs to lose a game, but I can easily see them winning 16 games, go 16-1. Which I think when you look at it, because if they go 16-1, I mean, that can be their only. I mean, the Chargers game in LA can be their only loss for the rest of the season because they're the best team. But you know what? I could say Baltimore can win, but I had the Chiefs winning for some reason. So I believe the Chiefs are going to start off undefeated because they're pretty good and all that. So yeah, that's how I see it at the Chiefs as of now. So if you disagree with me, just let me know in the comment section below about how you feel about the Chiefs. Do you think I'm right? Or do you think I'm wrong? I mean, just let me know in the comment section below about what you think about the Chiefs. So, it's Emmanuel Jones from The Big Fan. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace.